Hello, Aries. Welcome to your weekly reading for July 24th to the 30th. This is for Aries Sun and Rising, and if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional occultic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity. To get more specific and detailed with your reading, Aries, I do this because I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one, rather than a general spread. Lastly, I use astrology because it brings a lot more depth to your readings. Now, Aries, this is a huge week. I know last week was a huge week. You know, you're feeling some shifts. I'm not going to lie. And you, come on. You're feeling these big shifts. Some of y'all may be feeling a lot of pressure too. There is a lot of activity. We just came out of one of the biggest weeks of the year. All right. There's a lot of action that you're feeling, a lot of excitement, a lot of fun, but there's, again, a lot of like maybe some pressure around, you know, decisions that you have to make. And things are just kind of hectic. I'm not gonna lie, but for a lot of Aries, like really fun hectic. I'm dropping all my cards, so let me talk while I'm doing this. Aries, there we go. Surprise, I'm back. Now, this is a very interesting week because, as you know, even though it's July 24th to the 30th, Venus went retrograde over the weekend, the same day as the sun moved into Leo. So the sun rules Leo, by the way. You know, so you're exalted. The sun is exalted in Aries, but the sun rules. I mean, the sun's in its domicile in Leo. So this is shining light on you in your fifth house. This is fun, creativity, pleasure, romance, love, procreation. So really great week, but Venus has gone retrograde. Now, this is something, if you're into astrology, you know this. You know what Venus retrograde does. This is a big thing. Now, you have to think about Venus as a planet of love, money, romance, creativity, self-expression, fashion, relationships, desire, right? In the sign of love and romance and creativity and self-expression and fun and pleasure, courage too, right? So when Venus goes retrograde in these areas of your life, reassessing, think about the re's, it's reassessing all of these things, right? Reassessing, reevaluating, rethinking, reconsidering, rekindling too, all right? Matters of love, all right? Money too, money as well, investments, finances, but big thing here, relationships. It really is matters of the heart. Now, what's really interesting is it's reconsidering and rethinking where you are in terms of codependency. That's why relationships is a big thing, because if you think about the sun is all about you. It's all about you. This is all about it being independent. It's self, right? Identity. It's ego. It's all of that. Authenticity. That's the main thing. This Venus retrograde in Leo brings awareness for the things that you desire, okay? Things that you desire. And so because it's a retrograde, you're reassessing things, reevaluating things. Now, people from your past will come back. This always happens during retrogrades, okay? Venus retrogrades, remember, relationships, all right? So it can be friends, hey, yeah. It can be work people, colleagues, all right? It can be lovers. It can be even like the ones that got away, like soulmates, right? The ones that like those sliding doors moments, right? There's people that you met a long time ago and you kept thinking about them, but there was this like y'all couldn't get together for some reason, and you know, maybe they lived as a scientist in Antarctica, and you're just like, oh, I don't like cold weather, but you knew they were your soulmate. So I actually made a video on what you should not do during a Venus retrograde, and that is, I'll leave the link up somewhere, because there's a lot of things that you do not want to do. What you do want to do is reassess all these things that happen in your life, okay? Where you are in your life. Matters of the heart. That is the most important thing. You know, Venus does rule beauty, so you may even thinking about changing up your physical the way that you look, all right? Thinking about your, again, fashion, even like hairstyles. Maybe you want to go on like some diet. That's happening, okay? That's during Venus retrograde, okay? don't really initiate anything during this time. Like, if you are single, don't start a new relationship. If you are an entrepreneur, try not to start a business during Venus retrograde. You never want to initiate. Remember, Venus retrograde is only 40 days. Come on, you can handle that. You can wait until September 3rd. That's when you can get going. But really, really just make these lists. That's the best thing. I'm a very visual person. It's for me to make a list of the things like, okay, this does not bring me joy anymore. This is something that I really look forward to. This is something that I really want in my life. Make those lists. You'll feel happy with being able to see it. The other thing is, again, like I said, after September 3rd, that's when you can start moving forward. Venus will still be in shadow, but still, hey, at least it's not retrograde, right? At least it's not retrograde. Now, remember how I said everything is about reassessing, reevaluating, reconsidering. Well, after September 3rd, this is all leading to, remember the Re's, Renaissance, rebirth, your like revival and reality check, right? You like that one, Aries? That's a good one. Now, this truly is like the summer of love. It is, come on. With Venus in Leo, this is big. This is big. Especially because, just going to give you a little heads up, we do have a new moon in Leo in August, okay? There's a lot of new things that's going to happen for you. So this is why you're reassessing things right now. This is why you're reassessing a lot of things like right now. And again, it's all about matters of the heart. Now, in the video that I made about things not to do during a Venus retrograde, I leave a lot of examples. I'm just going to give you a quick example of what happens during a Venus retrograde, okay? Remember I said people from your past come back, and then there's a lot of breakups, there's a lot of shakeups during Venus retrogrades. Well, I want you to think back to July to September 2015, the last time Venus was in retrograde in Leo. Okay, think about what happened for you. I can tell you right now, this is when if you know The Voice, when Blake Shelton and Miranda Lambert divorced, July 2015, during a Venus retrograde. Gwen Stefani and Gavin Rossdale, over August 2015, during a Venus retrograde. Now, Gwen Stefani and Blake Shelton got together November 2015 after the Venus retrograde. So do you see how they had those breakups, okay, during a Venus retrograde? But they found their soulmates. They became soulmates after. So you see how this is such a big deal, right? I can go on with a list of examples. I mean, if you are here for work and career, do you remember that store, American Apparel? It was a retail store that went bankrupt. It was the summer of 2007, the last time Venus was in retrograde in Leo, where he signed this shareholder capital transaction. Anyway, long story short, it was during a Venus retrograde, all right, in Leo. And so, as you can see, you should never initiate, sign things, invest into anything during Venus retrograde. All right, so July 24th, this is when Venus is squaring Uranus. We already had this. This is a shake-up, break-up, wake-up, hello moment, okay? This is one of those good squares where it's like, yeah, sure, it can be a little emotional, but it's your breakthrough, okay? We're having these throughout the summer. This is your breakthrough. So you're, especially with the nodes changing last week and now this Venus retrograde, your life is shifting big time, big time. You are definitely really, really, and hey, you know, as we know, Mars, your ruling planet, is currently in Virgo. Remember, I talked about that last week. Now, the 28th, Mercury's moving into Virgo. So now you're getting really visceral. Now you're getting, it's like up here, it's all over, intuitive, but like laser focused, like everything's got to be perfect now. After everything that I've reassessed, everything that I've reconsidered, I want you to pay attention to the 27th of this week. Venus is conjuncting Mercury. It is it is the best day of the week. This is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. You are going to get like spiritual downloads. You could also get messages. You could have like heart-to-heart conversations. I mean, this is, oh my gosh, this is a real, you're gonna feel it. Let's just say you're gonna feel it. You're gonna feel it. So I want you to know that you may also even be feeling the full moon in Aquarius that's happening on August 1st. So that's coming up. All right, over the, I mean, like very soon, very soon. But you also have to remember everything. Really, really reassess things. We are gonna have, you know, Mercury is going retrograde next month. We're gonna have more, like over half the solar system's gonna be retrograde. This is honestly really the time to rethink things. All right, where you are in your life and taking action, moving forward. Again, matters of the heart. So with that said, Aries, let's go ahead and get started. Let's see what's going on for you with July 24th to July 30th. Again, this is for Aries Sun and Rising. If you know your birth chart, then you know you're welcome to read for your moon and your Venus. Probably really important. A lot of things going on with Venus right now. And as I always say, if I do leave all the key astrological dates in the description box if you do want to follow along. But let's go ahead and get started. Aries, let's see what's going on for you for July 24th to the 30th. So, Aries, like I said earlier, I do a traditional cult across spread. Really does bring the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, we will pull clarifiers. Secondly, Aries, you're amazing. I love you. Thanks so much for being here. You see my dog has joined me. She is, we just came back from a WALK, so she is passed out. I try to make room with my table space here. I'm going to pull all the cards over so you can see them. This is going to be a week. You got to raise your gratitude levels, okay? Right? This is a week of things are going to come through. Some things you may not like. Just remember, hey, at least you're getting opportunities, okay? So, you got the Knight of Swords, all right? This is really great. You know, things are, your head, like, it's like your head spinning. It's just like so much is going on up here. All right, especially after what happened last week with the North Node moving into your sign. Oh my goodness, Aries, big changes happening in your life, and you know it. Okay, you know it. You feel this shift. You're feeling this shift, and with the Knight of Swords, which is all about this. You know, Knights are fire, by the way. Swords, air. Okay, what happens when you put oxygen and fire together? Whoosh. Swords are the mental suit, so intellect, logic, communications, decisions, everything that's going on up here. All right, nothing can stop you now. It's like, let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, this is, you're ready. You're so ready. I'm also getting like, whoa, energy too. Like, whoa, there's so much going on. It's like, whoo. Especially, you have to remember with the sun being in Leo, with, you know, the all this activity that's happening, you know, your BFF, right? Fellow fire sign, Leo. So you're feeling a lot of it. You can see the fire, all the fire in here. I mean, I say when your mind's racing, because this is more like mental energy. This card, he is Gemini, like all up here, right? So Uhtred, son of Uhtred, nothing can stop. I mean, it's bold, courageous, moving into the storm. Now, in the heart of your spread, you got the Four of Cups. This is saying that well, there's a lot of messages coming through for this one. First things first, this is a card, I say it's like a test. So this is in the heart of your spread this week. It's like the theme of the week. Testing your gratitude, right? Are you going to appreciate the things that happen in your life, knowing they're happening for you, even if it's things that you don't agree with, even if it's like things that you're like, again, I said this is a week of like, you know, with Venus in retrograde, there are going to be some shakeups and wake ups, okay? Are you going to hold on to that energy, like being bitter, being angry? Or are you going to know that it was meant for something new to come through into your life? All right, that's how the biggest message. You see that his arms are crossed. Hand of Spirit offering him a cup. Okay, cups, emotions, feelings, joy, wonderment, intuition. It's all of that, right? All of that. Now you see here he has 3 cups. Hand of Spirit offering him a 4th. He's crossing off his heart. Okay, so this is saying this week there's gonna be something that happens where you're just like, nope. But it's testing your gratitude is what it is. Now, I want you to take this card very seriously, all right? And the reason I say that, I don't mean to point my crystal at you. The reason I say that is because the hand of spirit is only in the aces. Only in the aces. Other than this card, this is the only card outside the aces where the hand of spirit exists. So this is how significant this card is. All right, really testing your gratitude, really testing your gratitude. Remember, I always say, like, keep your energy levels high. Okay, no matter what happens. There could be this week where some things come through and you're just like, not what I wanted, not what I expected, or even at the same time you just could be like very unsatisfied, or there could be some things coming through for you this week, and you may be even feeling it. There's a sense of like, I'm not going to do this because I may regret it. Okay, that's why it is a week to reassess, rethink, make that list that, you know, I said, and ask yourself, what do you want? This is all about you, matters of your heart. Okay, what do you want? What is going to raise your frequency, your energy levels? What is going to bring you joy? Okay, so again, testing your gratitude, being really grounded too at this point too, especially coming after the Knight of Swords, which is very like go energy. Really, I mean, you can see him sitting at the root of the tree here. You can see his shoes are brown, the colors of earth. I mean, when I say being rooted in this moment and having that gratitude, appreciation, there could be some things that do come through for some Aries that you were manifesting, that you really wanted. It wasn't exactly what you wanted, and you could just have a really strong reaction to that. But you have to remember, hey, it's better to have opportunities than none at all. There's some people out there don't even get opportunities. You know, have that appreciation for, you know, the things that you do have, right? The roof over your head and your wonderful children and, you know, everything that you've, but it really is just having that gratitude. Having that gratitude, a lot of it may be career focused. It could be a job that you really wanted that didn't come through. Know that the universe is always on your side. Things that don't happen now, they will happen. They'll happen for as long as you have that energy level high, right? As long as you know, Albert Einstein himself said, match the frequency of the reality you want. You cannot help but get that reality, okay? So it's really keeping your energy levels high. And in order to do that, you have to have that gratitude, okay? It is the highest vibration in the law of attraction. It is really, it fuels the positive energies of this universe, okay? So really do have that gratitude this week for the things, but also have a lot of self-love too is a big thing. That's there could just be so much going on up here. It's like down here, it's like, oh, like what's going on, right? So keep that in mind, because it's the only cups card that you did pull for your spread, and it's the one that's saying, are you going to be grateful for, you know, even if those challenging things happen in your life, are you still going to have your head up? Are you still going to be grateful? Are you still going to be appreciative? That's what this card is. Now, you did get the King of Wands in your challenge area. All right. Now, he is like the entrepreneur. All right. He's the entrepreneur of tarot. He's also like the fun king, the fun loving king. Everybody loves this king. I say he's a Steve Jobs of tarot. He is very influential. He's very inspiring. Wands, all about enterprise, work, career, but it's your passions as well. It's ideas, creativity, all of that. It's in your challenge area. So it's saying with the four, you know, challenging the Four of Cups, there could have been there could be this week where something that you want does not come through when it comes to work or career. There could be something that does not come through in terms of like something that you're passionate about, a project that you want to start, and that is a big energy that I'm getting actually for a lot of Aries. There's something new, especially coming after those nodes, right? That's, you know, that's already saying it, but there is a sense of even there could be someone that's like blocking your path, and that's making you just really like get out of the way, right? Move. Get out of the way, get out of my way. And if that happens, remember, being when you have that, when you trust your intuition, when you have your gratitude energy levels high, you can pivot, you can maneuver, things work in your favor in the way that you need them to. All right, so really, really keep that in mind. It really is a lot for career. And now, if you're not here for career, the King of Wands is Leo. Okay, remember, Sun in Leo, Venus retrograde in Leo. All right, so again, really thinking about those things. All right, that are close to your heart, and wanting to be on top of it now. Maybe you don't have control, or you feel that you don't have control. Do what you can to have control. Okay. I'm also getting a sense of, you know, even with the career thing, if when I say career, let's think passions. But again, career is like a big energy. When I say things are okay, so let me give you an example real quick. Let's say that you've been applying for jobs, or you've been wanting a promotion, or whatnot. It is a very competitive, market in your industry or whatever. Let's say that you went through like 4 interviews for like this job that you really wanted, okay? And you didn't get the job, or they didn't match the salary you wanted. And so that is what I'm talking about. Don't have that, this sucks. I mean, you can have that moment. Don't stay stuck in that energy, right? But know that it happens for a reason. The job that you really want is quite possibly right around the corner. And if you had taken this job, there could have been something that was like, right? Because you don't want to get like sign contracts during a Venus retrograde. Anyway, Queen of Swords in your crown, okay? And you got the 2 of Wands in the root of your spread. So you're great. You're being headstrong right now. It's all about facing truths, facing your realities. Also, just really, really being fair-minded and really just, okay? In terms of what you want moving forward. It's like some of y'all feel like you've gotten to a point where you deserve a lot of things that you've really worked hard for. And you do, okay? If you're at that frequency where it's like you have like bloodied your hands climbing to the where you need to get to, yeah, absolutely, okay, absolutely, 1,000%, 1,000%. Keep that in mind. Just stay headstrong. Keep your eyes on the prize. Stay focused on it, and just be very, very diplomatic about things, right? And I only say that because the sun is in Leo. It can be like, when I said it represents ego, it can be like a little egocentric at times too, especially with the 4 of Cups in the heart of your spread. And so it's like, are you going to be that person on a plane, like, where if, the oxygen masks fall down and you grab everyone's oxygen mask? Is that a bad analogy? Maybe. If you're on a lifeboat, okay? If you're on a lifeboat, are you going to hog up all the life rafts, right? Or are you going to hand them all out? Is that kind of thing. You did get the 2 of Wands. It's all about planning, okay? This is good. You're planning your next step, and that's why there could be some like bumps in the road with the 4 of Cups. Keep your energy levels high, because you did get the moon too in your future. And so you are going to definitely be in your head a lot, all right? Because you've got the Knight of Swords, you got the Queen of Swords in your crown, and now you got the moon, okay? And so you got the 2 swords here. It's all the mental suit, right? Queen of Swords in your crown, by the way. Some of y'all definitely relationships are going to be a thing for sure, 1,000%, especially with the Queen of Swords. Because she's very much like the Justice card, and both the Justice card and the Queen of Swords is ruled by Libra, okay? And Libra is the native ruler of the 7th house of partnerships and relationships, and that is love and or career. Now, the moon in your future, you are definitely going to be going through some emotional moments. stay headstrong, okay, but heart strong too, okay. Open your heart chakra. This is a week to do it. Really trust your intuition. That's what's going to help, because it looks like you're going through, it looks like you know, based on your reading, the universe wants you to have this moment, to everything that you deserve, to really take that like extra step toward it. And it could be very emotional for you. You're that crayfish here. You got to get to the ocean. You got to go past those towers. All right. So, and it may be very emotional, but again, this is Venus retrograde in Leo. So it is going to be an emotional, you know, time. But once you do, yeah, there's going to be something ending. You got the Three of Swords. Oh yeah, really. There's going to be some breakups and breakups to bring in new relationships. You do see that a lot of this. Remember, I said partnerships, relationships. These cups are remember, it's all about like love and your emotions and feelings. Now, you got the Moon, a lot of fear and distress associated with this card. You got the Three of Swords, which is coming clarified with the Two of Cups, the card of love, two becoming one. There's definitely going to be some breakups, but they're not always, you know, bad. Like, you know, I made that analogy earlier, but then also think about the people in your life, right? Think about the people in your family, like people who may have gone through breakups because the relationship wasn't working out. But then in the end, they found their soulmates, and now they're happy. And now they have these wonderful, beautiful families, and they couldn't have been any happier. So there's definitely Aries, I'm not going to lie, for you. There's going to be some moments of breakups, and it could be work or career. Again, I said very early on self-love as well, and we find that here. But the good news is that this is the card of true love, okay? So whatever emotional experience you're going through, you will find it. Because this is in your future. Secondly, you do see the caduceus, which, I mean, this is the medical symbol. It's healing, all right? So you got the card of healing after the heartache card. So again, as I said earlier, the universe kind of wants you to take that extra step, and in order to take that extra step, you're gonna have to like go through it a little bit, right? Like go through the trenches. If that is that what that means, you know what I mean. So, but hey, you've got the Two of Cups, and that's spectacular. But again, yeah, some of y'all can expect maybe some breakups, maybe some in terms of work as well. It could even be outgrowing some passions of yours, some things that you feel like you're getting this sense of like, this is not working out for me. But then it makes room. All this room, once you release those things, remember the nodes changed last week, so your destiny changing, so there is something new that's coming through, okay, that you'll really love. Now let's get to your stuff. Aries, if you like this reading, yeah, you're fine, you're good. I'm gonna hide that card. If you like this reading, it's gonna it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I love hearing from y'all. I want to know what's going on. Oh yeah, you're good. I'm gonna hide that card too. I'm gonna hide that. Oh my god. Okay, so and if you're a subscriber, thank you so much for being here. You're amazing. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you. I truly am grateful. I really do appreciate it. I film these videos in advance, so I think by this time I've finally launched merchandise. If not, it's coming, but it should have, it should have happened. You're good, by the way. Oh my goodness. This is one of your biggest changes ever, 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 ever. You got the Nine of Pentacles. You're good. You're good. Aries, did you hear me? Is this thing working? You're good. You got the Nine of Pentacles, all right? This is abundance. This is love. This card is ruled by Venus. This is money and wealth. This is everything. This is, remember how I said with the Sun in Leo, it's all about that independence. There's a lot of independence here, financial independence, not having to worry about money, not having to worry about anything. Again, her gown. completely covered with the symbol of Venus. You are good. Okay, you're absolutely, look at all that harvest around her. All right, you see Horus, the falcon on her hand. If you're into Egyptian mythology, Horus, it's a lot of enlightenment. It's you're you're good. So have that gratitude. You can have everything that you want. The power is yours. Think about the matters of your matter, things that matter for you in terms of what you want moving forward. Some things are going to be really testing for you this week. You can pass that test, okay? You can pass that test, and it's happening for you, all right? Think of it as, and listen, tests are tests because they're not meant to be easy. I'm not going to lie. They're not meant to be easy. That's why they are tests, all right? And so it's really like, I mean, you're an Aries. You can take 20 tests in a day and you're going to pass them all. You're fire. You got that leader. I mean, you kick off the zodiac wheel. Now, look at this. You got the world in your external factors area, right next to the Two of Cups. Your life is changing. You're coming to the end of one cycle. You're moving on to another. That's what this card is. We've come to the end of the hero's journey, the fool's journey, your journey. Okay? This is it's the last major arcana. What comes after it? Look at this the garland here. It's in 0, right? The fool, right? Kicking off the new journey. So you're literally, I'm not even joking, coming to, this is the week where things are ending for you. And that's why some of the things you may not, it may be a breakup that you're just like, ugh. Or it may be like a job loss or something that happens with your job where in the moment you're like, ugh. But things are happening for you. This is, look at her. Look at the dancing figure in the middle. Okay, this is achievements. This is victory. You're good. You're absolutely good. You see the 4 fixed signs in the corners of the world here, bringing that stability as you move into this next life cycle, this next cycle in your life. I mean, you're good. Your life is changing in an enormous way. An enormous way. You even see those ribbons. They represent the Ouroboros. They're cleverly hidden life cycles. True, like unity of things like death and rebirth. I mean, like, you're good. You're absolutely good. You got the Hierophant. Okay? You're good. I mean, you got the Hierophant. I mean, who else wears a triple crown? Come on. He's the connector between the divine, physical reality. It's, in fact, he's the first card in the major arcanas where other people appear other than the main figure, because he's got that deep sacred knowledge, right? He so much that he passes it along to other people. I mean, you see, he has the keys to everything, right? That spiritual, that wisdom, that it's when I said earlier you're going to have these spiritual downloads, especially when Mercury is going to conjunct Venus. Like, there you go, here's your affirmation. Okay, and it's what you want. All right, it's almost like you want to tap within. It's going to be one of those weeks where so much change could happen. It really takes you out of your element. You just want to get back in. Like, really trust your intuition. Authenticity is the big thing here, okay? It's that big thing here, being authentic to yourself. But this is, come on, a lot of wisdom. I mean, this is spreading wisdom. This is having that wisdom. You're absolutely good. And then, and your final outcome, you got the Lovers. Aries, your life is changing. Not only did you get the card of true love, and, you know, in layman's terms, like I said, like the twin flame card, the soulmate card, but also like self-love, you also got the Lovers and your final outcome. So there's gonna be changes in your relationship. It looks like you will be meeting, message coming through is like a lot of y'all will be meeting your soulmate. So if there is a breakup, you will be meeting your soulmate after. If there is a job, something happens with their job, you will be getting your dream job eventually. I mean, this is, you have the power. You have a lot of power here. You see Archangel Raphael. So remember what I said here earlier. Healing. Archangel Raphael is the healer. I mean, you're good. He's the one gifting them the love. All right, let's call them Adam and Eve. It's up to them to decide to do what to do with it. I mean, you have a lot of power in decisions and choices. You're good. You're good. This card is all about relationships. I mean, you see the tree of life, the tree of knowledge. There's a lot happening in this card, but at the end of the day, self-love too. All right. So choose love over fear and distress and what's the opposite of gratitude? Ingratitude, lack of gratitude. Choose love. Okay. Raise your energy levels. This is Aries. You're blowing me away. A lot of changes in your relationships and partnerships for you this week. Absolutely, 1000%. 1000%. Again, that can be work, that can be career, that can be even partnerships in terms of, just think of partnerships with like maybe like a real estate agent if you're looking for a house. Partnerships in other ways too. If you're not here for work or career or love, if you're not here for any of that, it's also just self-love. Self-love is a big thing here. All right, it's a big thing. Have that gratitude, raise your energy levels, really accept that love and open your heart. All right, that self-love. Aries, you're amazing. Thanks so much for being here. If you like this reading, again, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I love hearing from you. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much. You're amazing. I will see you next week. Next week is a big week. We kick it off with that full moon in Aquarius, which, by the way, is your 11th house. It's your 11th house. Your hopes and wishes. And your social network, if you're here for like that, there's a lot of changes that are going to be happening. I think that I already told you that there is there's going to be big shifts in the relationships you have with friends. By the way, this is also platonic love as well, or like platonic, like friendship stuff. So there could be like a change of friends because, you know, the full moon in Aquarius, that's like closure. 11th house, your social network, groups and organizations too, which the Hierophant represents, by the way. Aries, you're amazing. Okay, I'm gonna let you go. Bye. I'll see you next week. Or next month. Oh gosh, I actually do your monthly next month. Okay. I'll see you for your, well, I'll still see you next week for your monthly. All right. Bye-bye. Thanks.